It's a special meeting we call primarily to work with the school district on their site plan for the Muse elementary school. First of all, Carol, let the record show that all 5 supervisors are in attendance. What's the school going to be called?
Muse Elementary School.
Okay. I guess that was changed because it was being joined together. We were going to dispense with formalities, so we did the roll call. First of all, I want to thank the board members for coming here tonight to accommodate the school district's plan. Appreciate you coming out. And Dan, I know last week you worked until 3 o'clock to help them get everything in order so we can get back on our plan. So we appreciate that effort you've done. So, gentlemen.
Good evening. I'm Matt Harding. I'm the Director of Support Services for the school district. And I want to echo those sentiments, Mr. Cecil. We do appreciate you calling the special meeting for us this evening. And we appreciate all the hard work that Mr. Roth and Mr. Velocity has done working with us, phone conversations and meetings. It's been exceptionally helpful and much appreciated. Mr. Carley, John Carley from our architects firm, HHSDR, will be doing the bulk presentation tonight. So with that.
Good evening again, Board of Supervisors. Along with me as the design team is Pat Gallagher with GAI. He's been instrumental in the stormwater and erosion control design.
Turn the microphone on.
It's on.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that sound better?
Yeah.
Okay. Once again, Pat Gallagher with GAI. He's also part of our design team. In front of you, I have handed out a couple of 8.5 by 11 color drawings that will also be displayed behind us for viewing. And also for those of you who prefer to look at the larger sheets, there's a full site plan. It's labeled SP 1.1, and then I'll talk about SP 1.10 a little bit later on, but that's for your viewing purposes while I overview the project. Again, we're here tonight at a special meeting to ask for approval from the supervisors for the land development package that was submitted and presented to the Planning Commission on June 18th, and they were favorable in presenting in our presentation and recommending approval to the township. What we're doing, Matt, you go to the next photo. Essentially, I'm going to talk about the building real quick. Currently, the existing elementary school is K4. It's approximately 230 students enrolled in that currently. And the new proposed building will be also kindergarten through 4th grade. The square footage size of that building will be about 110,000 square feet, and it will facilitate the capacity for 800 students. The new school is a two-story, has a 2-story classroom addition on the south side, which is masonry bearing with 1-story steel frame supported kitchen and gymnasium 1-story sections. You can see that somewhat on the east side and the west side elevations that are shown in the page 1 of the handout you have here. The 1-story is going to be lightweight trusses with an EPDM rubber roof. The 2-story will have a sloped metal standing seam roof. The building will be fully sprinkled, and it is ADA compliant. And the finishes are going to be, for the most part, a brick face with some accents of split face block and also some sandblasted CMU blocks. You can go to the site plan now, Matt. This next page 2 on your color handout, or SP 1.1, the larger black and white, shows pretty much what the site will look like after construction. The blue is obviously the new elementary school, and what we have as far as parking is we've pretty much divided the parking. I'm going to show you how we're phasing the project in a second. Right now we have approximately half the parking in the rear, about 187 spaces, and in the front we have 201 spaces available, making a total of 388 total parking, which is over and above the minimum requirement for the usage of the site, which was a total of 202 required by the ordinance. As far as walks, we have walks on both sides. One thing that's really nice about our walks is that the buses are going to come in and make a counterclockwise rotation and dropping off children for school and picking them up along the recessed curb. We have recessed the curb along the entire length, probably around 400 feet, to facilitate the pickup and drop off of the students by the buses. In the same sense, these cars will be coming in up School Street, and they will be going around the rear of the building, the cars, and they'll be dropping off along the curb in the backside. Again, a recessed curb the entire length for safety purposes and trip hazards. And then they'll be doing a counterclockwise rotation back out around the building and out School Street. So buses in the front, cars in the back. Helps keep the congestion down during those high peak times.
For
Sure.
curiosity. So they're going to come in this huge parking lot on the bottom and come back counterclockwise? Or they're going to come in closest to the school?
They, as in the buses are going to stay in the front. The buses are going to come up School, they're going to enter the lower parking lot, and then they're going to line up and drop off along this curb front, and then they're going to exit back out through School Street.
I was just curious.
And the cars will be doing essentially the same thing at the rear of the building, the parent drop off and pick up. We do have play areas proposed under a base bid. We're going to have a rubber board in place play area, also a synthetic turf play area down the south side of the building here, in between the Y wings of the classrooms. It's also going to have a 6-foot-high ornamental fencing for security purposes. And then in the rear, there is an option to explore an alternate bid to have a grassy field at the rear of the back parking area. It's about 250 by 250 feet long. That is an alternate bid for the project.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
I don't mean to interrupt your presentation, but while you're in that bottom part down there, I see this where the Y is in the building itself.
Yes.
Is that a temporary construction road that will be kept in there? The reason I'm asking is for emergency vehicles like firefighters, that'll be available if it was
Correct.
needed in the future, right?
Correct. Working with the fire department and Bruce and Dan, we have established a access point. It's a combination of sidewalk plus what they call a paved grass. It's a cylinder, heavy-duty plastic that you put in the ground. You actually plant grass over it, but it's stable enough to support the heaviest of emergency vehicles. And we have, I can show you later on SP 1.10, we were asked to provide a template to show that the largest vehicle available by the fire department, which is their platform truck, we were given the parameters of the dimensions of that, incorporated into our turning template, which is represented by the flows you see on SP 1.10 drawing, to show that we can have that vehicle access the entire site. As far as stormwater is concerned, there's a large bio retention basin that's going to be constructed down on the south side of the site and the building. It's going to have a 6-foot fence around it. It's going to have a lot of nice landscaping inside of it. And essentially, since we're phasing the project, we have half of the storm going around the building clockwise for phase 1, which is the rear of the building. I'll show you that in a second. And phase 2, the storm for the front parking lots, which is phase 2 later on, that storm can be done separately once we raise the existing building. That pond will also be built during construction to act as a sediment basin to prevent any runoff of the construction dirt from going into the neighbors or downstream into the creek. As far as dumpsters are concerned, our dumpsters, we have a loading dock area up on the north end of the school, and it facilitates 2 dumpsters in the corner, and it has screened walls that have met the compliance of the ordinance to shield the dumpster areas. Also, right now we have 2 loading spaces for the school. Loading dock spaces. The requirements of the ordinance are for the size of our building, we should have 4. We asked for a waiver at the Planning Commission to reduce that to the proposed 2 stall areas that we're showing, because the school never has any more than 1 delivery vehicle at the school at any one time. So having 4 was going to be overkill. While I'm on the subject, we asked for another waiver also. The ordinance at the rear here, at this farthest perimeter of the rear parking lot, required a perimeter landscaping screening. We asked for a waiver on that due to the fact that it's a undeveloped wooded area and there's nobody within the line of sight that can see the rear of the school other than being on school property. So we asked for a waiver, be granted on that requirement too for landscaping. We do have exterior lighting. We have nice 15-foot block lights that come up the main entrance and around to the rear of the school, and also come along both the front and the rear sidewalk areas. And then we have larger, more conventional 24-foot or 25-foot tall lights for the large parking areas. Those are also part of the project.
Excuse me,
Mm-hmm.
let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What's the cost?
Of the entire project?
Yeah.
I believe we're around 31
31 million?
31 million. I can get that number for you, our estimate, but that's pretty close to it.
And this plan that you're showing, and I'm seeing this for the first time, I don't know if anyone else has seen it, and I haven't had an opportunity to look at the letter from Gateway, which I think just came in late this afternoon. You're asking us to approve a site plan, is that correct?
That's correct.
And that site plan is for access through the Village of Muse, is that correct?
The land development that we're asking approval for is on-site land development compliance with the township ordinance.
You're not answering my question now?
The answer to the question is no.
Oh, I'd like to let
She's
you-
asking, does it include the access
I
roads
don't
to the
need you
shop?
to do it for me, thank you, Cindy.
No, it doesn't include any off-site access to the site.
Then why do you have the access going in and out of School Street?
The existing access,
Yes.
that's an existing access to this point right now. That's the access that we have.
But you're asking us to approve that access as part of this plan,
Well,
is that correct?
as Dan mentioned in his letter,
I haven't had a chance to read it, just, that's a yes or no.
that it would be contingent on us acquiring an access, either
would
improving
be
the
what?
school street. It would be contingent on either approving school street renovations from Muse Bishop to the site or developing an alternate access.
Okay, but you're not showing that, and you're not stating that.
No, that's not part of the land development approval process for the on-site
But this is
development.
what you're showing us and asking us to approve. I just want to make it clear.
Can I clarify something though? There's already a school there, so there's already an access. That's all that is.
I'm not talking about that, Cindy. I'm asking him a question. That's what I really want to know. Does this include the site that runs through the schools?
No, it does not.
It does not, so
No.
you're not asking for approval of that.
That's correct.
Okay,
It
that's
was our understanding that that was not a land development project. That would be a project for improvement, for access, that would be something that would be dedicated back to the township as the owner. And we were instructed just to develop the on-site development in accordance with the ordinance.
okay. Thank you.